Welcome, and thank you for joining us today. We're here to talk about one of the most critical priorities for enterprises running SAP: how to modernize to SAP Cloud ERP Private, using RISE methodology on IBM Power Virtual Server without disrupting the business operations that keep your company moving. Today, as organizations move toward Cloud ERP, the challenge is clear. How do you achieve the flexibility and scalability of the cloud while maintaining the resilience and reliability you depend on? Finance, procurement, and supply chain operations are the lifelines for any enterprise. When they pause, everything pauses. This isn't just theoretical. Based on 2025 survey results by the Fluke Corporation, more than half of U.S. manufacturers have been hit by unplanned downtime in the past year, reaching as much as $207 million of capital impact per week. The recent cloud outages have crippled operations of multiple enterprises and e-commerce platforms. These incidents aren't isolated, they're wake-up calls. They show how even the most reputable cloud providers can affect your mission-critical systems. That's why availability isn't just a technical metric, it's an existential business requirement. For organizations running SAP, every second counts. You need infrastructure with proven resilience, security, and continuity. Not all server platforms deliver the same level of reliability. Independent studies show IBM Power consistently ranks among the most resilient platforms in the industry, delivering availability levels that translate up to 228 times less downtime than typical x86 servers. For mission-critical workloads, that difference isn't just technical. It's the difference between uninterrupted operations and costly business disruption. Let's hear what Christian Duemler from Bosch says about his experience with Power.
You heard Tom say Power is rising. You heard me, hopefully, say Power is innovating. How would you answer the question what Power is to you and Bosch?
For me, Power is trust.
Now, let's talk about why IBM is uniquely positioned to support your SAP transformation. This isn't a new relationship. It's a partnership that spans more than 5 decades, making us SAP's longest-running partner for both technology solutions and consulting services. Today, that partnership is stronger than ever with IBM as an SAP hyperscaler that is designed to enable over 10,000 customers running SAP landscapes on IBM Power servers to modernize to SAP Cloud ERP Private faster with less risk and greater flexibility. We've earned 40-plus SAP Pinnacle Awards, SAP's highest recognition for partners delivering exceptional value. IBM has developed 100 SAP Business AI solutions across industries and lines of business. And here's something important. IBM doesn't just enable SAP. We run SAP ourselves. Our own SAP landscape on IBM Cloud is one of the industry's largest SAP Cloud ERP private deployments. That means we understand the complexity, risks, and opportunities of modernizing SAP better than anyone. When you choose IBM Power Virtual Server for RISE with SAP, you're not just choosing infrastructure. You're choosing a proven partner with industry leadership in AI and hybrid cloud to accelerate your SAP journey. So, here is what makes IBM unique in the cloud. IBM Cloud is the only SAP-certified infrastructure-as-a-service provider that offers resilient Power servers. You get the same reliable Power platform, but at the same price as other hyperscalers. That means you can modernize to SAP Cloud ERP confidently without sacrificing the reliability and security you depend on today. First, migration is less risky. If you're already running SAP on IBM Power on-premises, moving to IBM Power Virtual Server is a like-for-like transition. That means fewer surprises, less testing, and accelerated timelines compared to moving to x86-based clouds. Second, IBM Power Virtual Server offers highly granular SAP-certified profiles for large and complex SAP landscapes, so you can right-size your environment and avoid costly over-provisioning. This translates directly into lower TCO and better ROI. And third, innovation. You can AI power your operations with greater flexibility to integrate SAP and non-SAP data in a hybrid cloud landscape. In short, trust, efficiency, innovation. That's the power advantage. Here are real-world examples. These are companies that needed a robust, secure, and scalable infrastructure to modernize their SAP landscape and support critical business operations. Despite the same availability SLA for RISE for all hyperscalers, they trusted the platform's reliability and security for their mission-critical applications. So when it came time to move to SAP Cloud ERP, IBM Power Virtual Server was the natural choice for their RISE journey. They are now modernizing confidently on a platform that is proven for continuous operations, strong security, and future-ready scalability. The trust these companies have on the Power Platform isn't based on perception, it's backed by measurable results. For enterprises running SAP, financial risk isn't just about market volatility, it's about operational continuity. Every hour of downtime can lead to millions in lost revenue, missed SLAs, and reputational damage. Here's how Power Platform is engineered to reduce these risks. First, resilience. IBM Power Systems have an industry-leading mean time between failures of 142 years. That means the infrastructure is engineered for uninterrupted operations. And with extreme automation for end-to-end maintenance, you can achieve zero planned downtime. Second, speed and continuity. IBM Power enables up to 16x faster SAP HANA restarts with virtual persistent memory, minimizing disruption and keeping your business moving. Third, uptime leadership. Independent studies show IBM Power has delivered up to 228 times less downtime compared to typical x86 enterprise servers. For mission-critical SAP workloads, that difference translates directly into business continuity and cost savings. And finally, security. IBM Power has 14x fewer critical vulnerabilities in its hypervisor compared to other SAP-certified clouds. Power also offers quantum-safe protection from harvest now, decrypt later attacks that help future-proof firmware integrity and VM migration traffic during maintenance. Quantum-safe protection is also an area where IBM and SAP are closely collaborating. The quantum-resistant algorithms that IBM open-sourced is now included in the SAP cryptographic library. This is what trust looks like in action: resilient infrastructure, unmatched uptime, and advanced security, all integrated from processor to operating system. That's why IBM Power is the platform enterprises rely on for their most critical SAP workloads. Trust isn't just about technology performance, it's also about compliance. In today's regulatory landscape, ensuring your cloud environment meets global and industry standards is critical. IBM Cloud is built on a foundation of industry-leading security and compliance standards, so you can run SAP workloads confidently, even in highly regulated environments. We've talked about trust. Now let's focus on efficiency that accelerates time to value and reduces costs. Migrating SAP workloads to the cloud can be complex, time-consuming, and risky. But if you're running SAP on IBM Power today, moving to IBM Power Virtual Server changes the game. Why? Because it's a like-for-like transition. The architecture consistency between IBM Power on-premises and IBM Power Virtual Server means fewer surprises, less testing, and faster timelines. In fact, based on IBM's experience, customers see migration times reduced by up to 15 to 25% compared to moving from Power to x86 environments in other clouds. Here's why. First, faster sizing because existing SAP HANA sizing parameters on Power can be reused for Power Virtual Server. Second, quicker architecture realization because workload tuning and optimizations you've already done on Power can be replicated easily. Third, smaller footprint helps in higher uptime because fewer cloud instances to manage compared to x86, reducing patching and maintenance effort. Fourth, reduced testing because known hardware and system configurations mean less validation work. The result? A smoother, faster migration with lower risk, so you can start realizing the benefits of SAP Cloud ERP sooner. Efficiency isn't just about speed, it's also about cost. When you move SAP workloads to the cloud, over-provisioning can quickly inflate your total cost of ownership. This is where IBM Power Virtual Server gives you a clear advantage. Unlike x86-based hyperscalers that force you into rigid sizing options, IBM Power Virtual Server offers highly granular SAP-certified profiles. That means you can scale in smaller increments, so you get exactly the capacity you need when you need it without paying for unused resources. For example, if your SAP HANA environment requires 16.5 terabytes, other clouds may force you to provision 23 or 24 terabytes, adding unnecessary cost and complexity. This issue gets further multiplied when we consider production, HA, DR, QA, and other non-production instances. With IBM Power Virtual Server, you can provision 18 terabytes, saving time and money while maintaining flexibility for future growth. This approach not only reduces acquisition costs, but also protects your investment as your business evolves. The result? Lower TCO, improved ROI, and a cloud strategy that aligns with your actual business demand, not arbitrary sizing constraints. We've talked about trust and efficiency. Now let's focus on the third pillar, innovation. Modernizing to SAP Cloud ERP isn't just about moving SAP landscape to cloud. It's about unlocking new possibilities for your business. Innovation starts when you bring together three critical components: applications, data, and AI. For SAP customers, the data challenge becomes far more complex because critical business context spans both SAP and non-SAP sources. Organizations are reporting data inconsistencies, lack of real-time context, and gaps between SAP and non-SAP applications, all obstacles to deploying AI at scale. The research shows that as organizations prepare for agentic AI and SAP modernization, the biggest challenges include security concerns and integration incompatibilities between systems. In other words, companies don't just need data. They need reliable, governed, context-rich data that can move in real time across their entire hybrid environment. This is why data readiness becomes the deciding factor in whether AI can actually deliver value in SAP programs. AI agents, automation, analytics, and decision intelligence all depend on a unified, trusted data foundation. The AI ecosystem is crowded with hyperscalers, platforms, model providers, and open source, and most enterprises already use many of them. Each delivers value, but each also has one goal: pull your data and workloads into their ecosystem. What none of them solve is the hard part: making your data, apps, agents, and clouds work together across the enterprise. What does an ideal AI-ready environment look like? It comes down to four things. Hybrid first. Run and connect SAP and non-SAP apps across any cloud or on-prem environment, without refactoring or moving everything to one platform. Open. Work with any data, model, or application using open standards, ensuring flexibility and eliminating lock-in. Responsible. Embed governance, security, and cost control from day one so AI can scale safely and predictably. Enterprise ready. Backed by deep industry and technical expertise to deliver value quickly and at production scale. Together, these four capabilities create the environment AI actually needs to deliver real business outcomes. Let's now look at how IBM connects data, applications, and AI across a hybrid landscape. Enterprises today are deploying more AI agents and intelligent applications than ever before. At the same time, their data and infrastructure are more distributed across clouds, on-prem systems, and SAP and non-SAP applications. Your apps generate data, your data powers your apps, and without a unifying layer, complexity compounds very quickly. IBM provides a hybrid, open, and responsible platform, watsonx, designed to connect your data, infrastructure, and applications. And importantly, IBM doesn't lock you into a single ecosystem. The platform integrates with partner models like Anthropic and Meta, supports open-source frameworks, and runs across clouds. That flexibility is what allows enterprises to scale AI safely and quickly while protecting existing investments. What you see here is IBM's end-to-end architecture for AI designed for hybrid cloud. Data, governance, AI middleware, applications. Each layer is modular, open, and designed to unify SAP data with the data in wider enterprise environment. At the foundation of data layer is watsonx.data, IBM's intelligent data fabric and lakehouse platform. It unifies structured, semi-structured, and unstructured data to make it usable and trustworthy for AI and BI workloads. Watson-X.governance provides the guardrails needed to scale AI safely. This covers agent monitoring, risk management, and regulatory compliance. This is critical for SAP clients, especially in regulated industries where transparency and trust are non-negotiable. WatsonX.ai is an integrated AI development studio that makes building and deploying AI simple and scalable. It includes APIs, tools, customizable models, and flexible runtimes ready for use in any cloud or hybrid environment. Application layer includes Watson-X Orchestrate, an enterprise-ready solution that helps create, deploy, and manage AI agents. This is where AI becomes operational, automating workflows, assisting users, and connecting directly into business processes like procurement, finance, supply chain, and HR. What makes this stack unique is that it's fully open, hybrid, and enterprise-grade, designed to orchestrate AI across SAP and non-SAP systems, not force workloads into a single vendor ecosystem. Let's now go deeper into how the Watson-X solutions complement SAP solutions to unify data and AI across your business. SAP Business Data Cloud harmonizes SAP data into a single semantic layer. But as we know, most organizations run far more than SAP. They have critical data, unstructured content, applications, and workflows that sit across cloud and on-prem systems, including IBM Power and mainframes, and third-party SaaS applications. And this is where IBM Watson-X fills the gaps. Watson-X.data acts as the hybrid, multi-cloud lakehouse that unifies SAP and non-SAP data into a single query layer. It queries and accesses data across cloud and on-prem environments without necessarily moving or duplicating it, and brings in structured, semi-structured, and unstructured data. There are three key patterns that Watson-X.data enables. The first one helps unify SAP and non-SAP data. Watson-X.data has zero-copy access to non-SAP data sources like Salesforce, DB2, IBM Z, and Netezza. It can act as the single query layer for both SAP and non-SAP data sources. For example, with Confluent Tableflow, the streaming data from SAP S/4HANA and BW4HANA can be written in Apache Iceberg tables. Watson-X.data can then further query both SAP and non-SAP data where it lives for real-time analytics without any data migration. The second pattern helps scale applications that require real-time data access. These applications need access to different operational data sources like events, transactions, interactions, and application signals. Not all of this data flows the same way. Event data is typically pushed into streaming platforms like Kafka and Flink for continuous processing. Transactions, interactions, and application signals are stored directly in the operational database. Watson-X.data unifies these different data sources with a NoSQL operational database, powered by Apache Cassandra. It supports high-throughput, low-latency read and write access for operational data, while also serving enriched streaming outputs. By combining NoSQL performance with vector search and enterprise context, AI and generative AI applications can retrieve relevant information instantly, without introducing additional data movement or complexity. The third pattern helps ingest and enrich unstructured data. Most enterprise knowledge lives in documents, contracts, invoices, policies, emails, and collaboration tools, and unlocking that information reliably is critical for AI accuracy and trust. Organizations need to ingest unstructured data at scale from document systems like FileNet, Box, SharePoint, and Google Docs. These systems hold high-value business content, but that data is difficult to use directly for AI without automated ingestion and enrichment. Through Watson-X.data integration, unstructured documents are ingested and managed centrally, providing a consistent foundation for downstream processing while maintaining consistent user access controls across the environment. This data is then prepared and enriched to make it usable for AI. That includes extracting entities and values into structured representations like JSON, extracting full text, and generating vector embeddings. Structured derivatives, such as extracted text and entities, are stored in open Iceberg table formats, while embeddings are stored in OpenSearch and Cassandra to support hybrid search and real-time access. Next, Watson-X.data intelligence applies semantic understanding to this enriched data, improving discoverability, relevance, and governance across unstructured and structured assets. The multi-engine optimization layer ensures each workload uses the right engine. OpenSearch supports hybrid keyword and vector search. Cassandra enables low-latency real-time access. Spark powers large-scale data engineering and AI or ML pipelines. Presto supports interactive analytics. All of this runs over the same governed data foundation. This enables both agentic AI and BI applications to operate with enterprise-wide context, rather than being limited to isolated SAP or non-SAP datasets. Let's now look at how to leverage the data for agentic AI workflows. For AI agents to actively collaborate across your business, SAP and IBM are working on bringing agent-to-agent interoperability between SAP Joule agents and Watson-X Orchestrate. This capability is expected to be generally available in 2026. There are over 100 domain-specific pre-built agents in Watson-X Orchestrate catalog to automate real work across procurement, supply chain, sales, HR, finance, and industry-specific processes. They are designed to work with the apps and workflows you already use. By using pre-built agents, you can focus on customization tailored to your workflows while reducing errors and increasing overall productivity. What this catalog shows is that agentic AI is no longer theoretical. Now let's bring this to life with an example. Agentic AI orchestration for four-way invoice matching. In this scenario, invoices are received through email and not in the ERP system. All other artifacts like purchase orders, goods receipt notices, and contracts are stored in SAP Cloud ERP. Watson-X.data aggregates these invoices from unstructured sources. Watson-X Orchestrate platform enables the creation and deployment of agents. Once the agents are deployed, based on your natural language queries, it calls the appropriate agents that make API calls to SAP Cloud ERP to fetch the purchase orders, goods receipt notices, and contracts data and matches with the invoice data in Watson-X.data. Let's now see the demo.
The IBM Watson-X Orchestrate platform enables the creation and deployment of agents to automate the invoice verification process. Once the agents are deployed, you can use the natural language chat interface to perform invoice matching. Let's first retrieve the details of the invoice that needs verification. The invoice details here are retrieved from Watson-X.data. Watson-X Orchestrate uses the appropriate tool within the agent to fetch the invoice details from Watson-X.data. Watson-X.data is IBM's data lakehouse solution that can help unify structured and unstructured data to improve generative AI accuracy and performance. It can ingest, enrich, and govern data from multiple sources. Let's now get the details of other artifacts such as purchase orders, good receipts, and contracts. They are retrieved from SAP Cloud ERP system through agent-to-agent integration between Watson-X Orchestrate and SAP Joule agents. This interoperability will allow SAP Joule agents to call the agents in Watson-X Orchestrate and vice versa. Let's now perform four-way invoice matching and verification. The agent cross-checks the invoice details against other artifacts such as purchase orders, goods receipts, and contracts. It also detects a discrepancy in the unit prices of both items, leading to a failed validation. Batch processing is also possible. For example, validating multiple invoices from a single vendor. You can create and save a summary report in IBM Cloud Object Storage and later retrieve the stored report. The entire four-way invoice matching workflow is carried out in a single, intuitive chat interface that helps process more invoices and resolves errors faster. With agent interoperability between SAP Joule agents and IBM Watson-X Orchestrate, users running SAP Cloud ERP Private on IBM Power Virtual Server can deploy agents to automate finance, manufacturing, procurement, and supply chain workflows that involve data from both SAP and non-SAP data sources.
As organizations scale AI initiatives around SAP, they quickly realize that much of the innovation that they want to drive, including intelligent applications, agentic workflows, BI extensions, and data products, needs to run in an environment surrounding SAP. That includes non-SAP applications, custom workloads, analytics engines, integration services, and AI services running outside of the core RISE landscape. IBM helps clients accelerate this by offering IBM Cloud Credits, specifically designed to support the development and deployment of these non-RISE, non-SAP workloads, the surround applications that enrich and extend the SAP landscape. This financial support lowers the barrier for clients to adopt hybrid AI architectures, modernize applications, and operationalize AI using both SAP and non-SAP data. This is particularly important because enterprise intelligence rarely lives entirely inside SAP systems. Clients need a flexible environment that allows them to combine SAP data with broader enterprise data and rapidly build AI services on top of it. IBM Cloud provides that environment, and the credits make it faster and more cost-effective to get started. As we help clients accelerate SAP-adjacent AI and data initiatives with IBM Cloud Credits, it's equally important to show that the platform they are building on is backed by proven, industry-recognized leadership. That brings us to how IBM is positioned in the market. IBM is consistently recognized by Gartner as a leader across multiple Magic Quadrants spanning AI, data management, security, governance, hybrid cloud, and automation. This reinforces IBM's credibility and leadership across the full data and AI landscape, not just in isolated product categories, but across the end-to-end stack that enterprises depend on. And this recognition isn't just from analysts. Customers consistently validate IBM's leadership through platforms like G2 and TrustRadius, citing ease of use, enterprise-grade reliability, and consistency of outcomes. IBM is not only delivering advanced capabilities, but delivering them in ways customers trust. The proof of customer trust on IBM solutions is in its adoption. More than 90% of Fortune 500 companies run on IBM's hybrid cloud solutions. That level of adoption underscores one thing. Enterprises trust IBM to run and integrate mission-critical systems across clouds, on-premises, and regulated environments, including SAP landscapes. Hybrid is not a feature, it's our operating model. IBM, Red Hat, and HashiCorp together deliver an ecosystem built on openness, with more than 4,000 connectors and open-source integrations that allow clients to work with data, applications, models across hybrid multi-cloud environments. For SAP clients, this openness is essential. It ensures they can modernize without being locked into a single hyperscaler or a single AI provider. While they run SAP Cloud ERP private on IBM Power Virtual Server, the IBM's data and AI solutions helps them unify their distributed data. IBM's own transformation demonstrates our belief in responsible AI at scale. We've achieved $4.5 billion in productivity savings using GenAI across HR, finance, IT, marketing, sales, and supply chain. These aren't theoretical gains. They're proof points showing that enterprise-grade governance, security, and operational discipline make AI sustainable and scalable. SAP environments sit at the center of business-critical processes. Enterprises need a partner who understands SAP's architecture and clean core strategy, hybrid multi-cloud realities, data integration beyond SAP, regulatory compliance, and AI governance. IBM is one of the very few providers that checks all of these boxes, with decades of SAP partnership, deep industry expertise, and a technology stack purpose-built for hybrid enterprises.